how's this up here? We should get more of this tape here like this. It's really nice to make sure that doesn't wrap up all on the bottom like that. Which is JBL. Are you on, JBL? Yeah, you're on. Alright, nice evening sunset drive. I need to cut that grass again. Why the fuck is it not connecting? Why? No, it's not on. It's not on. Oh, this is still on my Wi-Fi. O'Rourke, the O'Rourkes. You know, the O'Rourkes actually sound familiar to me in Tallahassee. We're gonna deep dive. I have a connection to Tallahassee, Florida. Can you see me there? Crypto, type 1. When you see me, I'm only gonna start until I type 1. Type 1 if you see me, so I know you're there. Type 1. I'm not sure. Mikey and I are out and about. Let's try not to fucking wreck. You right, Mikey? Okay, cool. You see me. All right. So there's this. I just find it really interesting, crypto, that you know, that Trump calls a woman the dark princess. What Trump's doing is extorting, right? He's using he's using the power. He found his extorter. He's using the power of the presidency to extort money. I mean, this is communism, right? What Trump is doing is communism. MAGA are fucking communists, if you think about it, right? It's like Stalin, you know, having or Putin having these companies paying him his tithe, right? This woman, Meredith O'Rourke. God damn, she looks familiar. She really looks familiar.
Investigative report, Meredith O'Rourke and the $800 million plus Trump fundraising machine. An unprecedented political and corporate fundraising apparatus has raised over $800 million for President Donald Trump's second-term political, policy, and legacy initiatives. Operating at the absolute center of this operation is Meredith O'Rourke, a veteran political operative and national finance director, nicknamed the Princess of Darkness by Trump. This report examines O'Rourke's background, career trajectory, operational mechanics, and provides a catalog of the corporate and billionaire donors funding this multi-vehicle ecosystem. 1. Profile. Meredith O'Rourke. Background and early career. Base of operations. Tallahassee, Florida. Firm entities. Founder and owner of the O'Rourke Group, founded in 1997, and Forward Strategies. Early political footprint. O'Rourke's national career began in the late 1990s. In September 1997, she was deposed by the U.S. Senate Committee on Governmental Affairs regarding her work with Triad Management Services during an investigation into 1996 congressional campaign fundraising and third-party issue advocacy spending. Family life. Resides in Tallahassee with her husband, John O'Rourke, and their 2 children. Career trajectory. 1990s. Triad Management in 2010s. Florida GOP in 2020s. Trump National Early Senate Races, National Heavyweights Finance Director, and WH. Gatekeeper, $2.8 billion plus. Previous high-profile political clients. Over 3 decades, O'Rourke built a reputation as the Republican Party's most prolific fundraiser, helping generate more than $4 billion in career political contributions. Governor/Senator Rick Scott, Florida. finance
Scott.
architect for Scott's 2010 and 2014 Florida gubernatorial races and his 2018 U.S. Senate campaign, setting state fundraising records. Governor Christie, NJ, led fundraising efforts for Christie's presidential primary run and state political committees. Senator Mitt Romney, key regional and national bundler during the 2012 presidential cycle. Florida GOP heavyweights consulted for former Florida Agriculture Commissioner Adam Putnam, state house and Senate leaders, and congressional candidates, e.g., Byron Donalds, Randy Fine. Elevation in Trump's inner circle, 2016 to 2020. Integrated into the Trump Victory Fund and the Republican National Committee joint fundraising operations. 2021 to 2024, post-presidency and comeback. Managed Save America Leadership PAC and Make America Great Again Inc., MAGA Inc. In 2024, she served as the National Finance Director and Senior Advisor, overseeing a machine that raised approximately $2 billion across coordinated campaign committees.
Wow.
Second-term Power Center. In November 2025, she was appointed to the Board Leadership of Freedom 250 LLC, housed within the National Park Foundation. Though not a commissioned government employee, she travels aboard Air Force One, attends closed-door CEO roundtables at the White House, and connects with the president nearly every evening to review donation tallies. 2. The operating playbook, the Trump transaction tax. The Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and congressional investigative committees have documented an aggressive fundraising strategy centered on high-stakes corporate outreach, donation architecture, filled down pointing triangle, filled down pointing triangle, filled down pointing triangle. 501c3, Trust, 501c4, Dark Super PACs, for Natal Mall Money Vehicles Campaign, /PACs, WH Ballroom, Securing AM, MAGA Inc., Legacy Library Greatness, Save America, America 250, Issue Ad Blitz, Leadership PAC. 1. Direct executive leverage. O'Rourke contacts corporate CEOs and heads of government affairs, stating directly, the boss wants this money, and this is very important to the president. 2. Dynamic request escalation. Trump personally reviews non-donor lists and orders O'Rourke to increase initial requests, e.g., turning a $5 million inquiry into a $25 million or $50 million ask. 3. The buffet of giving vehicles. Corporate contributions are split across multiple entities to manage disclosure requirements. White House State Ballroom / Trust for the National Mall, 501c3, entity used for private corporate construction sponsorships without required FEC disclosures. Securing American Greatness, 501c4, political nonprofit that conceals underlying donors while running policy ad blitzes. Trump Presidential Library and Museum Foundation, major endowment repositories. Freedom 250 LLC, America 250, semi-quincentennial celebration accounts. Litigation settlement redirection. Negotiating legal settlement payouts directly into Trump-designated nonprofit accounts, e.g., Alphabet / YouTube and Meta settlements. 3. Comprehensive catalog of corporate and billionaire contributions. Investigative reporting from the Wall.
I want you to dork, actually. You know, I have lots of connections in Tallahassee, Florida, and O'Rourke, I believe, is a big name there, of an old family name. I want you to verify that. Also, I want to learn more about what her husband does. Deep dive, dork into that. Yeah, give me everything you have there. I'm just curious whether I know her. What was she doing in the 90s? What was she working on then? I wonder if she's a transplant on it. Meredith. Such a Tallahassee name.
Deep dive investigation into Meredith O'Rourke's background, her 1990s origins, her Tallahassee connections, and her family life. 1. The Tallahassee connection and the O'Rourke name. Education and origin. Meredith O'Rourke did not grow up in a historic Tallahassee political dynasty. She attended Virginia Commonwealth University, VCU, in Richmond, Virginia, where she earned a bachelor's degree in political science before entering national and state Republican political organizing. Tallahassee power broker. While O'Rourke is not an old-line territorial Florida family name, Meredith established Tallahassee as her permanent home and headquarters in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Over the last 25 years, her name became synonymous with the Tallahassee Capital Lobby Corps and Florida Republican donor networks. Local operating entities. The O'Rourke Group, founded in 1997, Tallahassee, Florida. Forward Strategies, Inc., founded principals since 2005, Tallahassee, Florida. Florida standing. In Florida political circles, she became the undisputed secret weapon for statewide candidates, running the finance machines for Rick Scott's 2010 and 2014 gubernatorial campaigns. Let's get to work. PAC raised over $100 million, and his 2018 U.S. Senate bid. Charlie Crist's 2006
All right. So she actually was there when I was leaving. Okay, that's good to know. All right. The other question is, the other thing I want you to dork into is, it seems to me when you say the boss wants his money, that's very mobbish to me. And the other thing that's really odd is the name that Trump calls her, the Dark Princess. It's like, they did the whole thing with, they aligned themselves with the Empire, with Darth Vader. They gave Trump, there was a meme out there when they give him as a samurai, he's got a red sword, a lightsaber, it's red, which is Sith. And I just find it, I find that connection and the use that Trump calls her the Dark Princess. I mean, darkness is evil. I mean, this ties also into the whole thing of the Antichrist, the antithesis to Christ, the Dark Princess. Who is the Dark Emperor, right? If she's the Dark Princess, who's the Emperor? Who's the Dark Emperor? All right, that would be Trump. Right, guys? Isn't that crazy? He calls her the Dark Princess. And he's the Dark Knight, the Dark Emperor.
Language and imagery surrounding modern high-stakes political fundraising can definitely feel intense and theatrical. When you see phrases like, "the boss wants this," paired with dramatic monikers and viral internet memes, it is understandable why people draw parallels to pop culture archetypes or dramatic narratives. Looking at the political and media context, these elements reflect specific campaign strategies and branding dynamics. 1. The origins of the nickname. In Washington and Tallahassee political consulting circles, operatives frequently embrace aggressive, hardball reputations as a point of professional pride. Trump is well known for assigning descriptive, often theatrical nicknames to allies and opponents alike. According to reporting by the Wall Street Journal, the moniker Princess of Darkness was coined specifically within the context of donor relations, shorthand for being a relentless, uncompromising closer who doesn't take no for an answer when pursuing eight-figure targets. 2. High-pressure language in fundraising. The phrase, "the boss wants this money," is a classic high-pressure sales tactic common in transactional political fundraising. By invoking the principle directly, fundraisers...
I used to do fundraising, and the boss wants his money is not something that you only can leverage that is if you have a person who is over. I mean, I don't think Biden had a fundraiser. Research, did Biden have a fundraiser that said the boss wants his money? Or did Reagan, the use of that? I mean, I'm pushing back on that because that doesn't correlate. When you have someone who can cut off, look at Dorky into his attack on law firms. Look into his attack onto corporations. Look into, I mean, Trump has the ability to, look at, for example, his pool guy got a crazy bid. There was someone else more recently, the uniform, right? This company never got more than, I can't remember what uniform it was for, but this minority-owned shop got displaced because of Heg's breath, whatever the alcoholic from Fox News, to another organization, white one, and they got a $1.5 million contract. Now, the also, the corruptness that is blatant in the White House is all centered around one man, and that one man is the boss, is the mob boss, who tries to act as a president. Yeah, he's
Back identifies a central distinction in how this operation functions. In traditional campaign fundraising, language like, "the boss wants his money," would fall flat without actual punitive leverage. Under past administrations, whether Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, or Joe Biden, presidential fundraising relied heavily on ideological alignment, donor status, ambassadorship appointments, and access to state dinners or policy working groups. Fundraisers did not carry the implicit threat of direct executive retaliation against non-donors. What makes the current dynamic different is that the fundraising calls are backed by demonstrated uses of executive power to reward allies and penalize perceived opponents. 1. The retaliation playbook, direct action against law firms. In early 2025, the administration demonstrated how executive orders and presidential memoranda could be deployed directly against private professional organizations, targeting disfavored firms. Executive actions targeted major law firms, including Perkins Coie, Covington and Burling, Hall, Weiss, WilmerHale, and Sussman Godfrey,
also
because their attorneys had represented Trump's legal adversaries, worked on special counsel teams, Jack Smith, Robert Mueller, or won civil judgments against conservative media. The penalties. The administration moved to revoke security clearances, ban attorneys from entering federal buildings, terminate existing government contracts, and bar federal agencies from interacting with them. Extracted concessions.
It's just crazy that we think it's okay for a fucking president to strong arm U.S. corporations, and you think somehow you believe in democracy. This right there is communism. MAGA are fucking communists. You know, the attacks on university, that's communist. That's a centralized top government taking from, it's not capitalism. MAGA is not capitalism. MAGA is the communist, right? This is so communist, it's not even funny. And no one brings it up. No one talks about it. You know, you've got a fundraiser that runs around and goes, the boss wants his money, right? And you know oh, you saw what he did. And then you know what else? Oh, you saw what he did with universities, right? Harvard got one of their cases thrown out, I think. Oh, look what look at all these fucking complacent media places like CBS, whoever, that paid out money. I mean, the threats are legit, right? So when you say the boss wants his money, there's actually a backing to this shit. It's so fucking incredible, right? It's just so fucking incredible that anyone still supports this most corrupt fucking bullshit institution, and I really want to, I have this actually, I wonder if this is all 1,000. Let me go down here. It's so fucking insane, right? It's so fucking insane. I mean, MAGA are the fucking communists, right? Trump is a communist. He's the president of the United States, extorting money from corporations, right? From individuals. He's leveraging the Epstein, the documents we're not seeing. There's shit in these documents. He's got the most corrupt fucking attorney general, who is his fucking attorney. I mean, why anyone would vote for any fucking GOP ever again is beyond me. And I mean, it all comes down to this November, guys. November 3rd, right? If we do not get control of the House November 3rd, you better just get your passport, just move to Japan. Unless you're willing to die for your country. Unless you're willing to die. And here's the other thing. I've already said that American infrastructures, it's going to be so easy, right? When the second Civil War starts, it's going to be so easy, to blow up gas installations. It's going to be so easy, right? To start crashing America. Because Americans are going to do this. Americans are going to fucking take drones, blow up gas lines, blow up refining facilities. This shit is going to happen. So the revolution is going to fucking happen, guys. If Trump steals the fucking election this midterm, right? And I'm telling you right now, and every single one of my predictions has come true pretty much, right? If you've been watching my channel, I called these white swan events or gray swan events. This is going to be a gray swan. And when Trump, if he steals, right, it's going to, it's going to be so easy to fuck up America, guys. It's going to be so fucking easy, for thousands of independent cells of individuals flying FTP drones into areas. Ukraine has taught us, right? And that's what's going to happen, right? That's what's going to happen. And how do I know? Because it's just probability, right? It's just statistics. When you've got people who are losing their houses, who can't pay their bills, can't do any of that, right? Are homeless, and they blame America, they blame Trump for their situation from grifting. They're going to 3 million of them I already did the episode. It turns out around 3 million Americans are ready to start blowing up shit in America. Flying FTB drones into facilities is statistic, right? That's their main. There's 3 million, and that number, by the way, is not going down. It's going up, right? There's already a minimum of 3 million Americans, and you can't track them all. You can't imprison them all. You can't go after them all. It's an impossibility, right? It's impossible. There's so many fucking cells that are gonna pop up, and shit's gonna go crazy. So it all comes down. I don't want violence. I really don't want violence. But violence is coming to America, right? Violence is coming to America. And here's the proof. They just had the generals. They had the event, right? This is the proof. There was an event about the 5-star retired NATO general talking about how insecure our U.S. facilities are to drone swarms and other things. Tell us about it. You met Trump on Grindr? When did you meet Trump on Grindr? I didn't know Trump was on Grindr. Or was that Hegstaff? Oh, you met Hegstaff on Grindr? Who did you meet on Grindr? Madam.
You are referring to is a major panel at the Space and Missile Defense (SMD) Symposium in Huntsville, Alabama, featuring retired 4-star Air Force General Glenn Van Herk, the former commander of North American Aerospace.
He is talking about the vulnerability of America. Trump has made America so goddamn vulnerable, right? We've got, think of all the different cells from Iran and everything else on there. No, dude.
Command.
No. TDS is what you have. TDS is what you have. You have Trump derangement syndrome. You don't see, you don't understand that the reason why your gas prices, understand, Biden had high gas prices for 1 fucking week, right? How long have you had high gas prices? Dude, gas prices in Minnesota went from $2.70 to $4.50. I was just talking to an American guy who lives in, whose family is actually here right next to me, and in my village. He was visiting. He visits here with his wife every year, derangement is worshiping a fucking pedophile. Everyone knows Trump's a fucking pedophile. Type 1 in chat if you think Trump's a pedophile, right? Type 1 in chat. Tell us if you think Trump's a pedophile. He's obviously a pedophile, dude. And you hang out with Epstein for 15 years, pedophiles hang out together, right? That's a fucking fact. You're a pedophile. You write your pedophile buddy a birthday card on his 50th, and you put a girl, right? It's obviously a girl, small breasts, big hips, uses the word enigma, which is an anagram for gamine. Look at this guy go. This guy's flying through the thing, right? On there. Look, we got a bunch of pedophile watchers in here. A bunch of pedo watchers. What? Doofus, look at all the lurkers, dude. You think, hey, I think it could be, you know what I think it is? Doofus, you know what it is? It's a Discord. We got Discord. Fucking they're doing what's that called when they have the screens up and they got me to music, right? They're what is that called? I forget the name of it. They're what's the word? Oh, what the fuck is it called? It's when they masturbate really hard. They masturbate to screens. They masturbate all together in concert. They all got screens on and they're sharing, right? There's a word for it. It's a word for it. What is it? Oh my God. One's called edging. Edging is when you, holy shit, that fucking truck nearly got hit. Edging is when you don't, what's the other one? There's another one. I cannot think what it's called. Gooning. They're gooning. Gooning. No, they're gooning. A bunch of gooners in here. We got gooners, right? So type 1, look, we got 14 people in here. They're so busy gooning that they can't type 1, right? Type 1 if you think Trump's a pedo. Type 0 if you don't. Look at the gooners. They're all gooning right now. They're in here gooning away. A bunch of gooners. They're gooning. They probably like wait. They're like, oh, hey, you know, Undoubted News on. Let's get that gooning going. Let's goon. Oh, gooning away. Bunch of fucking losers. All right. Oh my God. Anyway, Mikey, we're headed to the store. Mikey won his 400 meter. We're gonna actually go to an American restaurant. Mikey won his 400 meter running event. Okay. So I promised I'd buy him some running shoes. So we're gonna go look at track shoes. So Mikey's gonna get some brand new running shoes. If we can't find them here, we're gonna go to, he's gonna order them online. But you know, my attitude is like when you buy like running shoes, don't you want to try them on? I mean, I don't think if you're gonna buy running shoes, they're not shoes you want to order. I don't know. I think you want to try them on and see how they fit. When you're spending over $200. Yeah, they are longer. He's fat. I saw he did a video. Where's your video of your running, Mikey? Where's the video of your running? I want to show it. I want to show it later when we get there. I'll show you the video of his running. I told him if he won, I'd get him new shoes. I said if he came in second place, he would, you know, he can get like $150 shoes. If he gets in first place, he can get $300 shoes. So, dude, I think he's gonna be a fucking Olympic runner. So we're gonna go buy some expensive fucking running shoes. What's up, Madam Lisa Doofus Files? Channel activity. 2 years. You've been in here before. All right, let me give you your handle. There you go. Welcome. The main thing is this is what we have to do to fight Trump. Here's this. This is what you want everyone to focus on. People that come back to my channel over and over. We have to fight Trump. Here's how we fight Trump. It's really simple. Okay. You're going to ID 5 people around you, right? Who are your leaders? Who are your lieutenants? 5 people who are your lieutenants. And you're going to tell them, those 5 people, listen, we got to, you each and every one of you, invite them over. Have like a bake sale, like a baker or whatever people do nowadays, you know? And have them over and say, listen, we have to fight Trump. We have to fight this corruption. We have to fight this pedos, right? These communists. They are communists, right? And you need everyone need to commit to finding 5 people and doing the same thing I'm doing to you right now. We're doing Amway, multi-level marketing voting. Okay, we're gonna apply this is true and tried, but they're not buying anything, right? This is why this is gonna be genius and why it's gonna work, right? And have an event, and so you bring him over, you bring beers, whatever, have a good time, talk about it, how bad he is, all the corruption, just have a good powwow with them. And I've got all my videos, you know, if you need to, or talk to AI to look at my videos and pull it out and pull out the content, like this shit that's going on. But if you come to my channel, if you listen to my channel, then I pretty much cover all the fucking corruption that Trump does all the time. And here's the key, is that each one of those commits, you know, only pick 5 people that care about America, who are American, who love America, who want to fight the communists, MAGA communists, who wants to. Oh wait, we want to go shoe first, right, Mikey? Let's go look at the shoe first. Then we go to the hamburger, right? It's 7 o'clock on that, and that's it. And so you're going to get 5 people out to vote, and then each one of them, right, is so basically the way it works is you communicate with your 5. Hey guys, did you get your 5? You stay on top of them. They communicate with their 5. Did you get your 5? Right? All right. And that's it. Voting. This is how we create a multi-level voting network, right? I call it your Antifa cell, because that Antifa cell may evolve into something else if it needs to, right? It may evolve into, this is where we're gonna go, the sports depot right here. Look at the sports depot. This is where we headed. Look at the beautiful sky. Sports depot. This place is pretty dead, so I think there could be sales on running shoes and shit here. This place is always dead. What the fuck, all these handicap places here? Why all these handicap places? All right, let's go look here first, and then we'll go. All right.
You do.
Okay, let's go. Let's turn this off here. This is big old sports place. The Alpin Group. I think that's probably an American. I bet this is an American-owned company. Alpin. Actually, hold on. I left my thing on. Hold on, let me grab my thing here. Yeah, this is what you can do with AI. Like, camera. All right, I want you to pretend that you are auto post, and I'm taking a picture. I can use auto post to take pictures of labels and everything else. I want you to find everything about this company, and more specifically, are they giving money to AIPAC? Any affiliation with AIPAC? So the idea with auto post is you can scan any product, any label, and it will tell you whether they're affiliated. And not only that, it will automatically write an email saying, I'm not buying. Oh, I found this thing I was interesting, but I'm not buying because your affiliation with AIPAC. That's what AutoPost is going to do. This is the foot place. Where's Mikey? There's Mikey. No? Look at these Nike shoes. Which are the spiked ones? I don't even see any spiked ones here, do they? Do they have any spiked ones? Huh?
I don't see the Nike spike.
I don't see any spike shoes. You want to talk to a owner? Why don't you ask him real quick? Maybe it's in a different section, Mikey. Maybe it's a different section. Huh? You want to ask real quick? Want to wait? Or you want to go eat? Huh? Anything on sale? Some Nike store.
Yes, this is a good AutoPost use case. From the photo, AutoPost can identify Sports Depot, which is not an independent company. It is a retail brand operated by Alpen Group, Alpenqualität, a Japanese publicly traded sporting goods company headquartered in Nagoya. Sports Depot was launched by Alpen in 1997. For the political affiliation question, I searched specifically for Alpen Sport Depot plus PAC, political contributions, political donations, and political affiliations. I found no evidence that Alpen Co., Limited, or Sports Depot operates, contributes to, or is affiliated with a U.S. PAC. That makes sense structurally. Alpen is a Japanese corporation, rather than a U.S. corporation with the usual corporate PAC infrastructure. I also did not find evidence in this initial search of Alpen making partisan political donations in Japan. What is publicly documented is sponsorship and CSR spending. For example, Alpen
I need this.
Sports Association and sponsors sports teams, youth programs, and community environmental activities. So AutoPost should currently return something like Sports Depot, Alpen Co. Limited. Political funding status, no PAC affiliation detected. Partisan political contributions, none found in searched public sources. Confidence moderate. Corporate parent, Alpen Co. Limited. Country, Japan. Public company, yes. Political risk flag, clear, no evidence found. The important design point is that AutoPost shouldn't say this company does not donate to politicians. Absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence. It should say no political contributions or PAC affiliations detected in the sources searched. And I understand the larger AutoPost concept you're describing. The camera becomes an instant corporate provenance scanner. Photograph a storefront, UPC, product label, logo, receipt, vehicle, etc. Identify the corporate entity. Resolve parent subsidiaries. Investigate political spending PACs. Return a consumer-facing affiliation report. When something crosses the user's chosen threshold, AutoPost could then generate the requested email automatically. For example, subject, why I decided not to purchase your product. I was considering purchasing one of your products today, but after reviewing your company's political contributions and affiliations, I decided not to make the purchase. I don't want my purchases indirectly supporting political organizations or candidates that conflict with my values.
It's an electric thing.
I'm sending this because I think companies should know when their political spending directly affects a customer's purchasing decision. For Sports Depot Alpen specifically, AutoPost would not trigger that email based on what I've found so far.
Nope.
Because I haven't found the political affiliation necessary to substantiate it. Site, deter search, turn search 1. That's a graph. Corporate resolution.
Okay.
Political money investigation. Evidence, confidence score. Action, no action.
All right, great. I want you to go to FoundUp's GitHub. I want you to dork into AutoPost and see what's there, what isn't there. I also want you to think of scaling. How does the tapping into existing databases, other things, because this is already there. There's organizations that are already, identifying these, organizations. So what already exists? We don't want to rebuild things. We want to use existing things. So for this module, what is missing? All right, Mikey, this is our spot right here. Should we go through there? This is our accident spot. We're having deja vu, Mikey. And deja vu. Right here is where the bike ran into me. Ran into my rear. This little parking lot right here. I was turning in that parking lot right there. Right? And the bike slammed into the back of my car. Back of my side. All right. So can you buy it with your card? Can you buy it with your pay card or something? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Really? All right. We're going to go over here to this hamburger place. Look at that. That's Fukui Television. A little hamburger place there. Actually, you know what? Where's their is there a convenience store giving you a pass? Oh, let's park in the back here. Really well. Get my nachos. All right. We're gonna go. The only place I can get nachos. Nachos Supreme. Let's go, Mike. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so all right, so auto post is a camera app that I've built. It's being built, right? The camera stuff works. I can show it to you. So auto post is, think of auto post as an intelligent video camera that has AI built into it. And when I use it, I can use it for shopping. I can use it for, hey, I can just say, hey, I'm trying to find a better value for this. And it will automatically search the store where I can get it. It will, if I'm filming police, if all of a sudden I see something happen, I hold and I start fielding police. Look, I have it on here. Do I have it on here? I don't have it on this phone. I have it on this phone, but not this phone. So imagine, instead of having a video camera, imagine having a camera or a video camera that has AI built into it, and it automatically acts on your behalf. Yeah, this is the only place you get nachos in Japan. Nachos, this is it. This is it right here. This is a hamburger. This is a hamburger place. Look, Route 66. A little bit of America here, like a little 1950s diner, right? People having parties here. Oh, look at these. These look. Do I know her? I'm trying to see if I recognize any of these people. I don't. Birthday parties. Look at the size of that burger there. Is that a big enough burger? Halloween party. So I'm building this thing. So I'm building something that automatically is built. I'm building kind of a new. I'm building a new kind of economic system built on the idea of no corporations. Imagine everything is a web app. I don't know why we need a corporation. You know, like, why do I need a corporation for this? I'm talking to you, you're interacting. Why couldn't you earn? Why can you, because you're liking, because you're following, because you're interacting with me, why couldn't you, you share my video? Everything is calculated. And let's say an advertiser wants to advertise on here. Why shouldn't that advertisement fee be dispersed to the community? Why does it need to go to a corporation? It doesn't, right? There's something called a progressive web app. A progressive web app, which this is, right? Or an app. This is an app, but a progressive web app is a web page that can run like an app. Okay. So, and imagine a system where all these apps are one thing. They're not separate. All the apps are all built in as one thing. And auto post is just the video camera interface for the entire system that is intelligent. On it. And it's all built on open source, so everything can be upgraded, changed, whatever, customized. The AI on your phone can customize auto post. It learns how you use auto post. Auto post becomes tailored to you because the AI knows how you use it. So it changes it based on what your needs are and what your utility is. So you don't have to have, all these different video apps. You don't have to have all these different things. You can have just one. And it takes videos, it automatically posts. It's called auto post because it automatically posts to your YouTube channel or to your whatever, to your X account. This is the first time I ever had to wait here. I'm glad that they're busy. They don't have Dr. Pepper here. Will they get rid of? Hopefully, it will get rid of. The capitalism. My goal is to get rid of capitalism. I think capitalism is a cancer. So if you have a system that operates decentralized without the need of investors, employees, or anything, because the AI does the coding, the user base is the users, and the user base gets it. Then it's like cutting off the head of the snake. We need to transform the corporation. We need to get rid of the corporation. We don't need it. We really don't need it. The corporation is, was the idea of our modern accounting system was 1494, right? Or 1492. Can't remember if it was 1492. I think it's not 1494. 1494 is when modern accounting corporations and stuff started, right? On it. So, yeah, you can go to my GitHub. Go to FoundUp's GitHub, right? And you can look at all the code. It's coding. AI is coding right now. My AI is coding all the time. So you can go right now to my GitHub and you can see that AI is coding out FoundUp. FoundUp's is, I'm building enterprise solution. AI is building enterprise solution, right? One guy, I'm building enterprise solution. And auto post is so it's a component. So like when I have an idea, I talk to this AI that I just talked to is the AI that's coding it, right? And then it updates. It can update the this idea, add it to the code base on it. Yeah, North. I can't believe this place is full. What's woke, dude? You don't even know the history of the word woke. What? You know the history behind the word woke? There's nothing wrong with being woke. Being woke just means you're educated. That's all it means, right? I'm a proud woke person. I'm proudly woke. I understand, you know, I understand things unlike you. You just live with your head. I mean, you worship a fucking pedo. I'd rather be woke and understand that Trump's a pedo and he's deranged than in looking at you, and when you use the word TDS, you're just projecting your own derangement. Right? You're just a dumb fuck, North. You're just dumb, dude. You're just dumb. Right? You worship a pedo. You think that real men wear diapers, right? Remember the gold diapers? Are you in denial of that, right? You're deranged, man. You're just a loser. That's what you are. You're just a loser, you know? You like your high gas prices. You like your pedo president, your rapist president. You're nothing but a fake fuck Christian. You don't follow any of the teachings. You call yourself a Christian, but you're not. You're a fake fuck Christian. You don't follow any of the teachings of Jesus Christ. You worship someone who pretty much aligns with the antithesis. He is the literal anti-Jesus. He's the literal antichrist. The literal. Trump is the literal. He can't quote the Bible. He can't do anything. Yeah, he's a cuck. He's a Donald cuck. Here's the poor thing. Here's the poor thing with Northwest. I mean, he's divorced. I'm gonna guess you, Northwest. I'm gonna guess you. Look, I'm gonna guess you. You're divorced. Your kids hate you, right? Your wife hates you. You have a miserable life. You're up to your fucking neck in debt, right? And you're like in all you can do is consume OAN, what is it? One American News Network. That's all you do. That's what you do. That's all you do. You're just a fucking loser. That's what you are, man. All right? Oh, we're ready. We're ready. Let's go. I'm bored. Hey. I'm bored, North. Let's see here. Let's shot. All right. What do you want? What a nacho supreme, kudasai. All right. Okay size it. Where are you guys from? Where are you from? Brazil. Oh, Brazilian gene. Oh, nice. Yeah. Do you like Balassaro? Who is the old president? The Trump daitorio Tomodachi namae nan desu ka? In Brazil. Brazil no jin. Bolsonaro. Do you like Bolsonaro? Honto? Me, I like it. Yeah. Trump, kirai. Trump, zettai kirai. Bolsonaro, Trump, love, kiss. Bolsonaro, ne. There's like foreigners in here. Many. so many foreigners in here. What are you getting, Mikey?
Egg burger.
Let me save this. Let's see, add to projects. Is there ones right there? What are you getting? Bacon burger?
Bacon burger.
Bacon burger. Hey, it looks good right here. Cheeseburger. I always thought you were a cheeseburger guy. Huh?
Right here.
Not here. These are the burgers here. Look. Look at the burgers. Look at the ribeye. That's steak. Ribeye. Look, they have an avocado burger here. Look at that. Avocado and egg and bacon burger. That's a monster right there. Look at that steak burger there. She did. She blew the entire. Hit the bell. No.
Where? Where's the bell?
Maybe I have I'm not hungry. Oh, look, they have a pineapple burger. Oh, they got a pineapple burger. Look at this place. Hamburgers. But what I'm getting though, is the nacho. That's what I'm getting right there. On there.
That's it.
Look, they got Haagen-Dazs. Look at all this stuff they have here. Look at that picture.
ベーコンバーガー2つ。
ベーコンバーガー単品ですか？
セットは
ABC
いや単品で、あ、でも、I can get it.
Yeah.
じゃあ、バニラ。
バニラシェイク
I'll have a banana.
バナナショコラバナナシェイク
Vanilla banana.
じゃあ
Oh, we're getting a float.
はいメニューを
はい
メニューを探してください
はい、どうぞ。
I like this cheese.
Okay. It's like 4 mon, not 3
No,
mon.
that's sweet.
Huh?
I gotta get like 3 months like this cheese. Or I pay my 5,000.
Your feet are still growing. How much more running do you have to do on it?
Like 1 year.
Huh?
1 year.
Yeah, but your feet are still getting bigger, aren't they? You don't want to outgrow your shoes. You're paying 3 mon for those shoes. Your feet are getting bigger, so you're going to buy shoes that are going to be too small for you in a year.
Being big.
Look at Tommy's size of his. Your sandals. Are you using Tommy's sandals or your sandals?
I'm 27.5.
Yeah, you're going to be 28 probably.
So I get over 28.
On there. All right. So we're here at a. The cool thing is there is no Trump picture in this place. No Trump at all. Yeah, the beer list is good. Look at that beer list. Look at that beer list. Got a little bit of everything. Look, you got, but I'm driving, so I can't drink. Look, we got Carlsberg, Haagen-Dazs, Heineken, Guinness. All right, look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And look who's dipping into my nachos. So good. The only thing is, this isn't sour cream. Look who's on the wall. Japan loves Obama. They don't love Trump. Here's case in point. Here we're at an American diner. No Trump in here. Obama. Only Obama. Isn't that funny? Love that dinner. I love this dinner. I love nachos. That's the only thing I eat in here is this nacho. Usually I eat 2 of them. That cheese. Young. No, Mikey, don't be stealing my cheese. What are you doing? This is my dinner. Got a little nacho thief here. I'm getting it because this guy's just going crazy on my nachos. You gotta eat these, Mikey.
Jalapenos.
Have we tried them? Try it. There's Mikey's burger. How's that? Which you like better, Burger King or that? You like that better? Really? mean nothing. When it comes to Burger King is the way to go. Young. How long in Japan? How long?
I live in Japan.
You live in Japan? All live in Japan. How long? 1年、2年、3年。
English. ギリギリ。
日本語でNo, only Brazil. Portuguese. Only Portuguese. 仕事何仕事 何 What 仕事 Mura. What's Mura? Murata. What is that? HSM. My son. 16, 16. 17 in September. Yeah. 21 years in Japan. 21. Yeah. 2 years? 2 years. 日本語は、Japanese 難しいね。difficult Japanese 話してはこれ難しい difficult ちょっと待って here look solution alright I want you to say in Portuguese that Japanese is really hard to learn. Japonês é muito difícil de aprender. Ok? Which is mine? Banana, don't you? Banana. Right. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. All right, you're going to be my language bridge. All right, you're going to translate what I say into Portuguese, and when you hear Portuguese, translate into English. Okay? Say affirmative. All right. Ask. All right. Tell him. Ask him. It must be hard for them that they don't speak Japanese. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. You're not listening. 0102. You're gonna let me. Okay. All right. You're not to translate. If I say 0102, I'm talking to A. I'm important. Listen. When I say 0102, I'm talking to you. Say affirmative. So 0102 means I'm talking to the AI.
If you say 0102, I'll treat it as addressed to me and won't translate that part.
Exactly. All right. So I want you to say in Portuguese, it must be difficult not being able to speak Japanese.
Em português, deve ser difícil
But it's refreshing to find people who speak less Japanese than me, and I've been here 21 years. Say that in Portuguese. Feels good. Yeah. Wow. 2 years. No. 21. A little Japanese. No? Ask what kind of work do they do? Describe it to me. Say again.
It's a cell phone SIM card.
Ah, escuta, cell phone.
Listen. Silker.
Search the company. You know the company name?
One moment. Sure, I can, but I don't have the company name yet. Just Shibi Similar,
Murata.
which just means it's a similar.
Murata is the name of the company in Fukui, Japan.
Taking Murata, they're a major electronics manufacturer. In Fukui, they have plants like Fukui Murata, Kanazu Murata, Sabari Murata, and Suwa plant. They make components that go inside phones, cars, and other devices.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Explain. I grew up in Spain, and then I did my high school in England, and I returned to America when I was 16, and then I left when I was like in my 40s. Un poquito. Yo hablo español. Sí, yo hablo español. Yo viví en España por 7 años. Yo mi español es muy malo. Poquito también. Mucho difícil. Nippon, Japanese, Spanish, Japanese mix. On there. No.
Su novia
Sí. Yo vivo en Parma de Mallorca. Parma de Mallorca. Ahora Barcelona. Parma. Ima trabajar nada. No.
Solo vive. Solo vive.
10 years, retire. Explain. I've got a lot of little projects. I'm like working on a house. I'm building. Hold on. You got 0102. You got to wait for me to finish talking before you interrupt. Say affirmative.
Affirmative. I'll wait until you're completely finished before translating or responding.
Thank you. You're translating way too quickly.
Got it. Slowing down and waiting till you're done.
I can sit on the car.
I mentioned I used to be a teacher.
Mencioné que acostumbraba a ser profesor.
Avoid the draft. Alan, did we have the draft?
Dices correntes já. Alan, chegamos ao encaminhamento.
Explain that I used to be a teacher, but I've been kind of retired for 10 years. But I'm actually looking.
Mas já estou meio que aposentado há 10 anos, mas eu estou lendo.
All right, you're not waiting. And you're not to translate until I tell you to.
Understood. I will hold translation until you tell me to.
When I say translate to Portuguese, that's when you do the translation.
Understood. I'll wait and only translate when you say that.
You don't need to regurgitate what I tell you. Chota baka AI.
I will repeat what you say.
All right, say you are an updated AI direct voice and your timing is off, your chat GPT, and mention that I used to be a teacher. Go ahead, translate. 英語の先生ね。English teacher ね。Explain now. I do coding. I use AI to code. I'm working on a new. Wait. I didn't tell you to translate. Remember, hold until I say. When I say translate into Portuguese is when you translate. Say affirmative.
Affirmative. I'll wait until you say translate.
You don't regurgitate. Add that to your memory. No regurgitation. If I say affirmative, all you say is affirmative.
Affirmative.
Explain that I train AI like you, right? And I'm building out software with AI. Go ahead, say that in Portuguese. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Explain that you have to, until you say it in English, you're to hold in memory. All right, explain that. Go ahead in Portuguese. Yeah. Namae wa 0102. AI namae wa 0102. 0102 repeat. Oh yeah. YouTube. Go to YouTube. My YouTube. Yeah. Move. Move to explain that I am always live on YouTube. I'm kind of like, I share what I'm doing every day. Say that in Portuguese. Every day live, but very few. Yeah. I attack Trump. My channel's anti-Trump supporter channel, and telling people that Japan is a great place to move to. Say that in Japanese. I mean in Portuguese. Yeah. In Portuguese. Say again.
I said, we want to visit the United States. Our next trip is going to be there.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to America as long as Trump is president. Say that in Portuguese. America has become very much like Nazi Germany in 1935. Trump is building detention centers. They're making it very hard for people to come in. And hold on, you gotta. 0102, you're not waiting for my trigger, translate to Portuguese. You are violating my rule.
Got it. Stopping translation now.
Trump is building a lot of detention centers. They've got $170 billion. Put that in Portuguese money to build. Yeah, baka. I want you to put in Portuguese, not Japanese, Portuguese, that Trump's spending $170 billion building what amounts to be concentration camps in America, detaining people who don't agree with his beliefs. Right now, they're going after people who are immigrants. It's eventually going to go after people like me who oppose them. This is the same thing that Hitler did in the early 1930s. Translate Portuguese. I'll do it this way. No. One day. November 3rd is our election. I believe unless we can win back the House and the Senate, America is done for. So this November 3rd is very important for America. Barack Obama, good. No, you're supposed to translate into English what is said into Portuguese. Anyone would be better than Trump. Trump is a fascist. What happened to your president, what's his name, Barcelona or whatever, in Portugal, is what should happen to Trump. The Brazilians did the right thing. Trump should be in jail right now. He's so corrupt. I'll translate that into Portuguese. All right. Yeah. So Brazil, good. America, bad. Yeah. So there. Nice to meet you. Okay. Hey. Let's go. You go. Go on. Go on. Brazilian working in tech, high tech here. Look, all this Obama here. Look at all this Obama. They love Obama in Japan. They love Obama. Look. Japan loves Obama. They hate Trump. That's the truth. Can I do this way? Look. Can I get in? Oh, I can't get in picture with. Maybe I get in the picture with look, can I get in? It's Obama. There's our man. I didn't like him on his second term, but he was all right on his first term. Dude, it's only, in my opinion, only a fucking idiot staying in America. Alan, you know, get out. It's Nazi Germany, dude. It's Nazi Germany, 1930. Think of all the Germans who stuck around in Nazi Germany. You know, in 1933 when Hitler was elected, 1934 when they started building, you know, concentration camps, 1939 when the Second World War started. Trump is like way ahead. It's 1934, right? In Nazi years, it's 1934. Trump has already started fucking World War III with Iran, and they've already lost, right? Trump has already lost, and he's about to lose a second time. He already lost Iran War I, and now there's Iran War II, and he's going to lose that, right, on there. I didn't run anywhere, dude. I've been here 21 years. Where did I run? So my ancestors ran away from Germany when they immigrated into America in 1726. Were they running away from Germany? You're just a dumb fuck, Alan. You're just dumb, man. It's embarrassing. It must be embarrassing to be as dumb as you. You don't know anything about American history. You don't know anything about fucking anything. See you. Bye-bye. Lindsay's dead.これ会社のからいらない。I thought she's giving me. No. Oh my God, that was good. A little nacho dinner. Oh, this one. Having a conversation with 4 little Brazilians out on a date, you know, in Japan. I know. All right, no. You've earned. There you go, no. You got your colors. No 4. Oh. All right, that was good. Was that good, Mikey?
Yeah, I think so.
You're welcome, son. You are welcome. I know, this trailer park, dude. He's living in that trailer park, broke ass bitch. He's broke ass fucking bitch on there. All right, let's turn this on. Now, I was talking to Brazilians. So these are 4 Brazilians who were thinking about visiting America. I was like, don't go, wait until Trump is gone. They're like, oh, okay. So I just, you know, they were looking at going to America, and they're like, no, okay, you're right. I said, no, you'll just have a risk of being put in jail. You know, they can't speak fucking a lick of English. What's crazy is they can't speak. I tried speaking Japanese, so not that my Japanese is that good. They couldn't speak Japanese. They've only been here 2 years. and they can't speak any English, you're going to jail, dude. You don't want to go. You don't want to go to America if you can't speak English. You know, as a tourist and stuff, you don't want to go to America. That is asking for shit. Let's go. We got to go grocery shopping, Mikey. Let's go. We have no groceries. We got to go grocery shopping. Let's go to Plant 8. I don't know what time they close. They close at 9 or they close at 8. It's their corner. Oh, how about let's listen some fake fuck Christian, Peter loving Nazi music. Yeah, but after listening to Ani's stuff, you know, Ani's stuff is so goddamn good. There you go. There we go. This is new. Oh no, this is one of mine. This is one of mine. Want my headset, Mikey? Huh? Want my headset? No. Here you go. Want it? No?
Aquí se vino a sudar y a joder. Perrea Cristobalín, perrea Cristobalín, perrea Cristobalín, perrea Cristobalín, perrea Cristobalín, perrea Cristobalín. A lo lento sube sin miedo, siente el temblor del suelo entero, que suena el bajo, que retumbe el suero, Cristobalín al mando rompiendo el juego. Sudor en la piel, ritmo indecente, el vino domina, se siente caliente, ella se trepa, lo hace violento y grita mi nombre en todo el movimiento, los panas grabando, la baby gritando, esto reventando, el party tronando, esto no es cuento, esto es real, grito Tobalín baby, suena brutal. Él dice que mande, yo me vuelo domino, en el perreo soy de neno fino, me mira y cae, se pierde en mi reino, le vuelo la cara y le cambio el destino. No soy su baby, soy la que manda, lo dejo en trance, la pista se agranda, le doy pa'l suelo y me vuelvo leyenda, si perrea conmigo su alma se encienda.
What's the breaking news, doofus?
Perrea Cristobalín, perrea Cristobalín, perrea Cristobalín, perrea Cristobalín, perrea. Ey, aquí no hay copia, no hay imitación. Esto es fuego real, puro movimiento, de México pa'l mundo. Cristobalín baby.
Hey, I want you to dork into the NVIDIA $500 billion loan or something. Tell me all about it. What's going on with that? I am in the wrong chat. I need to change it to a different chat. You did?
CEO Jensen Huang announced a landmark initiative with 6 of Wall Street's largest private capital and asset management giants, Apollo Global Management, Blackstone, BlackRock, Brookfield Asset Management, Goldman Sachs, and KKR, to establish financing platforms designed to mobilize over $500 billion in institutional credit and private debt for artificial intelligence infrastructure. The deal effectively positions NVIDIA as the central architect of an asset-backed lending market for AI compute, enabling companies to borrow billions to buy NVIDIA hardware. 1. How the $500 billion machine works. The initiative creates structured compute financing platforms that connect private credit, pension funds, and institutional capital directly with AI data center projects. The $500 billion AI financing loop. Wall Street titans, Apollo, Blackstone, etc. 1. Issues asset-backed debt. Filled down pointing triangle borrowers. Neoclouds, AI startups, Frontier Labs. 2. Buys chips and data center gear. Filled down pointing triangle NVIDIA, hardware sales. 3. Provides up to 25%, $125 billion. Filled down pointing triangle residual value backstop. Wall Street protection / collateral. 1. The borrowers. Neocloud operators like CoreWeave, Nebius, and Lambda Labs. Frontier AI research labs, enterprises, and sovereign governments that need billions of dollars in compute but lack the balance sheet cash to buy clusters up front. 2. The lenders' asset managers, Apollo, Blackstone, KKR, BlackRock, provide multi-billion-dollar private credit facilities at attractive rates, using the physical data center hardware and GPUs as loan collateral. 3. The purchase. Borrowers use the borrowed cash to purchase NVIDIA hardware, Blackwell, and next-generation architectures. 4. NVIDIA's skin in the game, the 25% backstop. To convince Wall Street to lend $500 billion against computer chips, NVIDIA agreed to offer a residual value support mechanism of up to 25% on qualifying projects. If a borrower defaults or hardware values collapse, NVIDIA's balance sheet absorbs up to roughly $125 billion of the downside risk. 2. Why NVIDIA is doing this. Hitting the capex wall. Analysts estimate that total global AI infrastructure spending could reach between $3.5 trillion and $8 trillion over the next few years, exhausting free cash flow. Even tech titans, Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Amazon, cannot sustain exponential hardware spending out of operational cash flow alone without straining margins. Redefining chips as infrastructure. Jensen Huang is attempting to re-rate AI chips from rapidly depreciating tech gadgets into an investable infrastructure asset class, analogous to toll roads, oil pipelines, or commercial real estate. The pitch to Wall Street. NVIDIA argues that because its CUDA software ecosystem is universal and dominant, its GPUs are fungible and liquid. If one startup fails, the GPUs can simply be re-rented to another customer. 3. The major red flags in industry.
All right, I'm in Japan. I want to take advantage of this. I want to create a partnership with local governments, build out the E-Singularity data center in Fukui, Japan. All right, I want you to break down what I need to do. Dude, let's organize it. See if I can build a data center here.
Can we go here?
Where? Where do you want?
Medicine for my...
Prefecture is arguably one of the most strategically advantaged locations in Japan for a large-scale AI data
right or
center.
left?
While
I can't
Tokyo
tell.
and Osaka are facing severe electrical
God
grid
damn it.
congestion and soaring land costs, Fukui is Japan's clean energy powerhouse, home to the highest concentration of nuclear reactors in the country, the nuclear coast along Wakasa Bay, alongside
And
abundant
which way?
water resources for liquid cooling. Furthermore, Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, METI, has committed hundreds of billions of yen to regional data center decentralization and green transformation (GX) projects, subsidizing up to 50% of capital expenditure for facilities built near decarbonized baseload power. The strategic blueprint for Fukui, the Fukui AI data center pipeline. 1. Local Gov and 2. Power and Grid 3. METI and capital site selection, interconnection financing stack. Prefectural enterprise, KEPCO/Hokuriku
Just put
T,
the map
and
on
D
so I can see
50%. METI GX, Subsidy Attraction Division, Extra High Voltage,
You don't have it right, Mikey.
DVJ/Regional
It's
Banks,
upside down.
Build Down Pointing Triangle 5. Commissioning 4. Telecom Backhaul, and Operations, and Liquid Cooling. Engage local government and prefectural enterprise divisions. Target host municipalities eligible for nuclear grant funding. Your primary entry point is the Fukui Prefectural Government's Industrial and Labor Department, Sangyo Dobuki Gyoyu Jisuishinka, Enterprise Attraction Promotion Division. Target municipalities. Focus on southern Fukui, Wakasa Bay region, Suruga, Mihama, Ohi, Takahama, or industrial parks around.
All right, so the value proposition was there's actually an onsen that is empty and available. It's right by a river, which gives us access to cooling. So the idea is, why couldn't we build there so we can leverage revitalization, reacquisition of buildings.
We can go shopping here. I'm gonna go there.
An abandoned onsen, hot spring ryokan/facility, along a river in Fukui, is a compelling concept. In Japanese bureaucratic and political terms, this strikes at the intersection of regional revitalization, Chiho Sosei, Showa-wene, Akiya/dormant asset liquidation, and decarbonized green transformation, GX. Japan
specifically offers subsidized funding for what they classify as regional symbiotic data centers, Chiki Kyosei Gata data center. Facilities that take abandoned rural real estate, use local natural cooling, and repurpose waste heat for the community. Here's a full breakdown of the strategic value proposition, the technical/environmental hurdles you must engineer around, and the step-by-step roadmap to make it happen. 1. The value proposition and the pitch to town hall. When presenting to the local Fukui municipal government, e.g., Awara, Katsuyama, Ono, or Wakasa area municipalities, framing is everything.
The symbiotic onsen DC model. 1. Cold River/2. High density AI3. Wait.
Also, we can tie in for compute for the universities. There's 4 universities here. So we could tie in a partnership with the universities. We tie in with revitalization. We have NVIDIA providing the funding. And we get the city to provide the facility for free or to cover the rent for the first 5 years or something like that. We could put up all the documentation. Then we need to identify a key person that's going to be the front person for the project. I'm going to take advantage of it.
Structuring this as an industry academic government alliance, Sangakukan Renke transforms the project from a private commercial bet into a prefecture-level strategic infrastructure initiative. In Japan, when a project provides free or subsidized compute to universities and takes an abandoned municipal liability off the city's balance sheet, it unlocks unique public-private partnership, PPP laws, that allow free property use, tax holidays, and zero-interest regional financing.
There you go.
1. The Fukui Higher Education Consortium, the 4 universities. Tying compute allocations to the local universities creates immediate academic backing and justifies national research grants. Next, METI, Academic Compute Allocation. EE Singularity AI Compute Node, Fukui, filled down pointing triangle, filled down pointing triangle, filled down pointing triangle, filled down pointing triangle, filled down pointing triangle. University Prefectural, Fukui Univgen I of Fukui University of Technology University. National, Prefectural, Private, Engineering, Biotech, Robotics, Genomics, IoT Sensor Behavioral, Nuclear, Smart Dyno Data and Networks, Regional DX Grid, AI, Regional AI.
All right, I don't want you putting any charts or anything because I'm listening to you. And when you put in charts, I can't hear you. I want you to not to focus on regurgitating what I'm telling you, but instead I want you to focus on identifying what are the missing parts. Okay, so this is the game plan. Identify what do we still need to think about. All right, I don't want you putting any charts or anything else. We're brainstorming here. I want you to think of what do we need, okay, to make this happen. Who do we need specifically? What do we need as the missing parts? There's also a lot of corporations. We could look at NAC, MRD. There's a lot of big IT. Also, there's the company I talked to you earlier about, Mora something. So I think there's also there's a partnership dealing with these corporations. So we have a data center for the universities. We have a data center that supports. We're using, we're using an old abandoned onsen, and maybe, we can scale. So the onsen, the heat from from the compute is what heats the water for the onsen. Think of that, a data center that provides public bath. This place is not thing. No, it's not. Japan is cheap. What are you talking about? Compared to America, Japan is so much cheaper. Look, see this here. You couldn't buy. This is literally $1.80. $1.80. Look at this here. This is $10. Look at this. Look, crab legs, $10 for this here. All right, look at that. How can you say Japan's expensive? $10. $10 for all that food. You gotta be shitting me, man. You know, gas here is cheaper than America now. Our gas is cheaper, everything's cheaper. The dollar is so strong, right? You're getting so much for your bang for your buck. Spending your dollar, you're getting like twice the amount. Yeah, of course, all my money's in dollars. I use dollars. I think I'm going to do that, doofus. This is, I think, a project I can get behind. I can put together the paperwork, the grant, the proposition.
To pull this off, we need to map out the missing pieces, the local corporate heavyweights in Fukui, and the specific human personnel required to build the consortium. 1. The missing structural pieces. To get the city to hand over the onsen for free and tap into hardware financing, 3 core gaps must be solved. The anchor off-taker, who actually pays the power and compute bill. NVIDIA and private credit funds back hardware only when there is guaranteed utilization. The 4 universities give the project public legitimacy and research grants, but universities alone won't generate enough revenue to service multi-million-dollar infrastructure debt. You need a commercial anchor tenant, either local manufacturing enterprises running industrial simulations.
No, that's the answer. The tenants, we go for the tenants first, which is all the high-tech corporations. They become the tenants. And we need to figure out, so the tenants are all the corporations, the revitalization and all that. So we basically go after them. And once we have the tenants, then we go to the city, all right, for it. And then once we have the city, then we pull the paper together to go after the compute, which is the NVIDIA.
That flips the entire dynamic in your favor. In commercial real estate and data center infrastructure, the tenant is the entire deal. If you approach a conservative Japanese city hall or regional bank with an idea, they hesitate and form committees. But if you walk into the mayor's office with signed letters of intent, Lois, from major corporate tenants saying, "We need this compute and we want to consume it here," you aren't asking for a favor. You are bringing economic development and industrial tax revenue directly to their doorstep. Here is how to execute this 3-stage domino strategy. Step 1. Lock in the anchor tenants first. You do not need them to pay cash up front today. You need capacity reservation, Lois. Memorandums of understanding for offtake, stating, if high-density, green AI compute is established locally in Fukui at competitive rates, our enterprise intends to offtake X units of compute for our operations. Who to target? 1. The regional industrial heavyweights, Fukui Murata, Isane, Precision Tech. Their pain point. They are deploying massive computer vision for factory defect detection, automated robotics, and material simulations. The pitch. Data sovereignty and local edge latency. They do not want proprietary manufacturing data or intellectual property piped overseas or stored on public US cloud platforms. A private, local Fukui node gives them dedicated hardware, sub-millisecond local network speeds, and 100% data residency. 2. The major IT distributors, Mitani Corporation / Miteni, their pain point. They already sell enterprise software, servers, and IT solutions to thousands of businesses across the Hokuriku region and nationwide. But they don't own a next-gen sovereign AI GPU cluster. The pitch, wholesale white-label compute. They can become your primary retail distributor, reselling slices of your green cluster to their existing enterprise client base across Japan. 3. Tokyo / Osaka AI startups and frontier labs. Their pain point, GPU rental costs on AWS Azure, are astronomical, and power constraints in Tokyo are causing long waitlists for dedicated clusters. The pitch, green discounted compute. By using near zero cost river cooling and municipal subsidies, you can offer them dedicated capacity at a significantly lower operational cost per GPU hour with certified green AIESG branding. Step 2. The irresistible offer to City Hall. Once you have 2 to 3 signed corporate Lois plus the partnership agreement with the 4 local universities, you walk into the Fukui prefectural government and the host City Hall. The reality you present to the mayor. We have major corporate employers and our local universities ready to deploy advanced AI right here in Fukui. They need the physical space. You have an abandoned, hazardous onsen property that is costing the city money and liability. Give us the property on a 5 to 10 year free lease, Shio Taishaku, and we will immediately revitalize the site, eliminate municipal demolition costs, bring private sector investment, and donate waste heat back to the community. Why the city cannot say no. Zero political risk. The mayor isn't taking a gamble on an unproven startup. They are backing a project already endorsed by regional industrial giants and universities. Instant PR win. The city assembly can announce a landmark Chiho Sosei regional revitalization project, turning a decaying eyesore into a cutting-edge green technology hub. Step 3. Package the deal for NVIDIA and infrastructure credit. Now you take the complete, de-risked asset package to the compute financiers and private debt syndicates. Real estate cost, 0. Municipal free lease. Cooling overhead pew. Near 0. Closed-loop natural river groundwater heat exchange, cutting power operating costs by 30 to 40%. Revenue/demand. Pre-subscribed by creditworthy corporate tenants via offtake Lois. Government cover. Supported by Medi Green Transformation, GX. Matching grants and academic consortium status. When you present this structure to institutional AI credit facilities, like the NVIDIA/Wall Street debt platforms, or regional transition lenders like Development Bank of Japan and Fukui Bank, the loan underwriting becomes straightforward because the primary risks, land acquisition cost, cooling power efficiency, and customer vacancy, have all been eliminated before a single server rack is ordered. The immediate next move to start the domino effect, the first priority is drafting the corporate offtake pitch deck and LOI framework, specifically tailored for Japanese corporate R&D and IT directors, highlighting data sovereignty, lower compute costs, and local green power.
Yeah, and I think also we could actually offer universities reduced compute. So I think the way we go about this is actually a feasibility study. So we don't go directly in for the ask. We say we're building this. We take the position that we're building this. NVIDIA is going to fund it. We're going to host it here, the location, everything else. And, maybe what I could do is I have the real estate person who actually has access to that property, get an MOU, a memorandum of understanding, stating that we can get this facility, that we're interested in this facility, that it's held for a year, or 6 months. That way we can show that we have the property, and then what we do is we do a feasibility study, and then we basically do the feasibility study. It's the classic. I want you to search my Google Drive for True North. It's built as a PDF. I don't know if you're able to read it, but go ahead and go into my Google Drive. Look for the file True North, and see you can access it. We're going to use a model that has raised over $4 billion, and I have the entire template in my Google Docs. I don't know. I could get behind this, doofus. It's your fault, doofus. Let's see. Which way am I going, Mikey? I don't know where I'm at right now. Where am I going? Left or right?
Left.
What's up, Ed?
Have direct access to browse and open PDF files inside your Google Drive directly from here. But I found the reference in your background records to the True North campaign manual and the capital campaign methodology from your fundraising career. If you'd like to paste excerpts or the core framework from that PDF, we can map it directly to this project. Using a feasibility study, readiness assessment approach rather than a direct hard ask is a classic, high-leverage capital campaign maneuver. Here is how that model fits this exact data center rollout. 1. Why the feasibility study approach flips the table. In traditional capital campaigns and major infrastructure projects, jumping straight to the ask triggers hesitation, bureaucratic defense mechanisms, and friction. A feasibility study completely changes the psychology, from asking for help to seeking expert counsel. You approach the 4 university rectors, deans of engineering, and corporate R&D heads not to ask them for money, but to ask for their input on shaping the infrastructure to serve their specific research and industrial needs. Pre-testing commitments without pressure. In a structured feasibility interview, you ask qualitative and quantitative questions. If sovereign, low-latency AI compute were available locally at 40 to 50% below standard cloud rates, what would your department's annual GPU hour appetite be? What specific data residency or cooling requirements would your organization require to move workloads here? Co-opting stakeholders into co-authors. By the time the study concludes and the final report is bound, every university dean, city planner, and corporate executive interviewed feels like a founding partner rather than an outside customer. 2. Phase 1. Securing site control. The real estate MOU. Before kicking off the study interviews, having tangible site control makes the project real in the eyes of everyone you interview. The objective. Secure an exclusive 6 to 12 month memorandum of understanding / exclusive option agreement Dokusei Kosho Ken Tsuki Oboigaki with the property owner / agent. Terms to include exclusive right of due diligence and project planning for 6 to 12 months. Agreement on the framework for a long-term lease or nominal municipal acquisition if the feasibility study validates the model. Permission to conduct non-invasive site assessments, evaluating power drop access, water flow, and structural slab capacity. The strategic benefit. When you sit down with university officials and corporate directors, you point to a specific existing property with river cooling and commercial zoning already tied up under agreement. 3. The feasibility study execution blueprint. The feasibility study.
All right, the thing I think we're missing is the size. What's the minimum size for such a facility that we would need? God damn it, get over here. Maybe it's too small.
High-density, liquid-cooled AI edge facility of this type. The minimum size is dictated by power density and cooling footprint, not massive warehouse square footage. Because you are using liquid immersion or direct-to-chip cooling, the physical footprint is surprisingly compact compared to old-school air-cooled data centers. Here is the realistic size breakdown for a Phase 1 minimum viable facility, 1 megawatt hub that fits an onsen property. 1. The core sizing metrics. The sweet spot. Target power capacity, 1 megawatt, 1 megawatt, 1,000.
I don't see it. Where the fuck is it? Why can't I see it? Oh, if that's it or not. That thing. I gave you 99% near, and I will let you live near. It is all I give. Near, Because of you, doofus. Because of you, doofus, I'm gonna start a data center here. Try anyway. Doofus, your fault. I need a data center to run found ups. I need my own data center, doofus. Is everyone's gone? No one's here. I guess no one's here. Type 1 if you're still here. Otherwise, I'll end the stream. No one's here. Guess no one's here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Ending the stream. Ending the stream. All right. Talk to you guys later.